Hey everyone, it's Shivam, and I'm here for the last leg of my Southeast Asia trip in Singapore. This is a new country to me. It's a very technologically advanced country with a lot of great infrastructure. I have heard a lot about it, but I've never been. I'm really excited to check it out. Actually, I'm checking out with one of my friends, Vivek, who you might recognize from a previous video I did in Europe. We're here for about a couple days, heading out tomorrow night back to America, but we're gonna try and check out all that we can in this short time. So we just checked into our hotel, which is the Holiday Inn here in Little India. With IHG status, it was an obvious choice. We got a twin room right here. It's a pretty small room, very compact. One cool feature though of this room is that there is actually in-room filtered water, which is a feature I have never seen before. But we're only here for basically one night, and we're gonna be heading out soon to check out what Singapore has to offer. So we're headed out for the day over to Marina Bay, but we're gonna get some food first because I haven't eaten anything at all today.
I don't know how you're doing it. I don't know how.
But Vivek is back. How are you feeling, Vivek?
I feel good. I feel like I have a responsibility to get Shivam fed, so that's where we're going.
Are you excited to be here in Singapore?
Yeah, no, Singapore's been one of the places where I've always really wanted to visit for some reason.
Yeah.
It's very developed. The airport's always cool.
I think being in tech, there's always this allure of like, okay, Singapore, that's the place to go after the Bay Area.
Yeah. That's probably it. But there's enough to see here and prioritize, right? So
yeah. So we'll get the grab and then get going. So we just wrapped up our lunch at Greendot, which is an entirely vegetarian restaurant, which was a pleasant surprise coming from Malaysia where everything is meat. What did you think, Vivek?
I thought it was good. You seem to enjoy it a lot, right?
It was very good. Yeah, I thought it tasted really good. I think you said you had better in New York, but
yeah.
I think that was, for me, that was really good. And now we're walking over to our Sky Deck, a reservation over right behind us at the Marina Bay.
So we're gonna have to walk over there, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna take about 30 minutes, but on the way we can check out the Merlion as well as the entire view around us. So right behind us is the Merlion, which is a famous statue here. It's actually supposed to represent Singapore's origins as a fishing village, as well as the original name of Singapore, which is Singapura, which represents a lion. So that's why the statue is actually half lion, half fish.
Wow, I did not know that.
Now you do.
Yeah.
If you spend some time walking around the Merlion area as well as the Marina Bay Sands area, you get a ton of amazing views of the skyline, as well as really interesting bridges and other structures. It's definitely well worth the time. I think being here at night would be even nicer with like the entire thing lit up.
Yeah, I'm sure the lights would be like incredible here.
Well, we'll be around it after night anyways.
Yeah. There's not much of an area to explore in Singapore, so I'm sure we can just hang out here.
Luckily, all the top sites are so densely populated right here. It's like within 10-15 minutes walking, you can kind of get to all the main things you want to see. So we just made it to Skypark at Marina Bay Sands. This is a location at the 56th floor, basically the top of the building. It is a crazy viewpoint of the entire, I guess, city, country, municipality of Singapore.
All those things.
And I think like when you're down below in Singapore, you don't realize how dense it is, but once you see it from this view, you just see how many different buildings there are. I'm really enjoying this place. What do you think, Vivek?
This is really nice. I don't think I've been to a place that's like this. A lot of people call it like observatory decks or sky decks or whatnot, but it's just like a circle in a tower. Like this one, like you get a really nice view. Yeah,
I think the most important thing is the level of the view. Like I think there's so much skyline here in Singapore, but not only that, on the other side you can see like the entire bay where you see like all the shipping boats.
You were saying that it's like the largest port or something.
Yeah, it's one of the largest ports in the entire world. I believe it's the largest port in Asia.
Yeah, there were just like ships waiting to be done.
Hundreds of them. And not only that, you can even see like the F1 racetrack.
Oh, that's a highlight for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. A little bit of this is inspiring me to one day come to that F1 race, because so far Singapore is really, really nice.
Yeah, that's probably why it's expensive.
Yeah, it's extremely expensive. But not only that, like even between all those buildings, you can see like there's a lot of greenery here too. I think that's a really cool aspect to a city, because usually you don't see any trees, any gardens, anything like that.
Yeah, but in the midst of all that, there's still construction happening.
Like true, a lot of construction. We noticed a lot of construction since we landed. But I guess they're always improving.
Yeah, they're gonna keep wanting you to come here again and again because it's gonna keep getting better and better. So
and they're making it bigger and bigger. I was telling Vivek earlier that it's actually grown in about 20% in size in the recent years.
That's crazy.
So after checking out the Skypark, we've come out to Gardens by the Bay, and honestly, I'm blown away. I think this location is really, really well maintained, really nice. The gardens are super lush, and there's a lot to see just for free, just by walking around. We actually have tickets to go see the Cloud Forest, which is home to the largest indoor waterfall. So I'm excited to see that too, but I feel like coming here, it really blows away Dubai in a way. We went to the Miracle Gardens in Dubai and we're not that impressed due to like the amount of people there. And it was just kind of like, not the nicest experience in terms of like what you're able to see, but here is like really at a different level. And I think that's how I kind of feel about Singapore so far. From initial looks, it feels like Dubai, except better because of just the overwhelming amount of greenery. And I think there's a lot of good food here too, which Vivek will be showing us a lot of.
Yes, I'm excited.
First impressions of the Cloud Forest, wow. But second impressions, it looks a lot like Amazon Sphere.
Yeah, but the Amazon Sphere doesn't have a waterfall, so.
Well, you're the CEO, you can always install one.
Oh my God.
Surrounding the waterfall, they've created this entire mountain of plants from all around the entire world. It's really a sight to see, and I don't think, unless you're in person, it really does it justice. As you continue your descent, there's nothing but great views in all directions, and you can still see Marina Bay Sands in the background. So Vivek, what did you think of this place?
An Amazon Spheres that you paid for and glorified. But it's cool. I like it. They did a lot of like art exhibit stuff inside, so that's like, feels like a theme park.
Yeah, it definitely feels like a theme park, especially with the lines.
Yeah.
Like, I think there was hardly many people in the rest of the area that we saw, like the super tree forest and stuff like that. But here, there's definitely a lot more.
It's just
people.
missing Fast Track at this point.
Yeah. Well, you never know. In a couple of years, you might be able to pair this with your Disney Fast Track.
Yeah.
But I liked it. I think it's really well maintained. I think it's really cool to see so many different types of plants in one spot. I mean, it's obviously a great place for pictures. And I think that's what basically everyone here is here to do, including us. So after checking out the Marina Bay Sands area, we've now come to Chinatown. And first thing we got, some boba. Chinatown is impressive here. It is very different from the Malaysian Chinatown. It's not just selling fake goods, it's selling a lot of stuff, and there's a lot of restaurants here, including Indian ones, surprisingly.
Yeah, it said Indian, Mexican.
But then they were basically just selling Mexican food and Indian food at the same place. But you're liking your boba?
Yeah, it's solid. There's a snowman on it. So.
And they had a really catchy theme song.
It's like, I love you, you love me.
We chew ice cream and tea. We have to try out several different desserts and foods today. I think Vivek is on the hunt for roti, because I had that in Malaysia, but you have not had it yet.
No, I have not yet had it yet in the Malaysian area in general. And hopefully, we'll see. We ended off with some nice bingsu at the end. There's supposed to be a really high-rated place here.
I'm trusting him. I don't even know what bingsu is, nor did I look it up. We're currently walking through Maxwell Food Center in Chinatown. So this is a popular hawker stall market. So the term hawker is actually, well, it's kind of interesting. So it originates from Hindi, from the term hapka, which is to like yell at. And there's plenty of different places, lots of different food. I think there's a lot of meat here, but there's also interesting things like farm fresh soy milk and boba and just a couple random things like that. Vivek, sometimes when you come to these types of places, do you wish you ate meat?
Yeah, only to experience the different options that are there. But do I actually want to eat meat? Not really.
Without meat, like you can't eat a lot of the dishes that are actually core to what people eat when they're there. So you lose out on a little bit of experience, but I don't know, it's okay.
Yeah, there's plenty of options.
At least I'm not hurting an animal. I think on a more serious note, if you are a vegetarian, then I think a good way to go about this in like certain countries is just look for vegan or vegetarian specific restaurants. That'll give you kind of like the local experience because you'll be able to choose whatever you want from the menu and they'll make some sort of adapted vegetarian version of that. Just like that place we went to earlier today, Greendot. Taste testing durian. What do you think?
It's not bad. Why don't you try it now? You don't like it?
Durian is not it.
Okay, I guess it is. I guess it's it for me because I didn't think it was that bad.
This wasn't as bad as the chocolate as I had in Malaysia, but I don't know, it still tasted like something's rotting.
I mean, I can kind of see that, but it's giving me jackfruit vibes. Like nice jackfruit, like what is it? A really ripe jackfruit, actually.
Yeah. I mean, the smell is similar to like a ripe jackfruit for sure.
Yeah.
But it's not the smell that gets me, it's just the taste. Like, I could swallow it, I could eat it, whatever. I'm not gonna like puke it up or something, but yeah, I just don't like
Well,
it.
I saw his reaction. He was just like,
So we now come to a place called Toast Box, which is a popular place to get kaya toast here in Singapore, which is a traditional dish. It's basically made from 2 pieces of toast with butter and coconut jam in between. Sounds interesting. I'm not a big fan of coconut, but let's dig in and see how it tastes. I think I'm a fan of this. It's like, I don't really taste much of the coconut. It tastes more of like a melt in your mouth butter with a slight hint of sweetness.
I don't really taste much of the butter either. Like I had it at a different place today. It was just like slabs of like cold butter in it. And I was like, this is too much butter.
Yeah, this is good.
Yeah.
This is good. I like this. So after a visit to Chinatown, we've now come out to Clarke Quay, which is another really popular area here in Singapore. It's known mostly for having a lot of riverfront shops. So there's lots of restaurants around, bars around, live music, boats going through this river right here as well. It's a really lively area, and I think it's really quite nice.
It's reminding me of some other like waterfront areas. Like I think maybe Osaka. Like it's like Osaka is definitely bigger from a waterfront standpoint, but similar lights with restaurants and whatnot. I think any waterfront place you go to with like nice lighting or whatnot would be nice, but has a nice vibe, especially with like boat full of people.
Yeah.
If you see them like going by right now.
Yeah, for me, it's kind of interesting because I feel like this looks like a lot like the Pearl in Qatar, where me and Shipra recently were, except the main difference is there's actually people here. Versus the Pearl, there was literally every restaurant was empty with people just waiting around for someone to come. Singapore, very high on my list now. I think if I wanted to come visit a city anywhere in the world, this is pretty much at the top for me now. And that's only after 1 day of being here.
Yeah, no, that's a huge praise from a guy like Shivam. He's traveling everywhere, right?
Yeah, after having gone to so many cities, I feel like this is the best mix of 1, it being safe, 2, it being clean, 3, having lots of things to do, plus a lot of great food options with a lot of cultural variety. Like I think it's very hard going places as a vegetarian, but I think here it's easy.
Yeah, you had some good kaya toast from Toast Box.
Yeah. So after checking out Clarke Quay, back at the Marina Bay Sands area, check out the light show. Light and water show, really. It's called Spectra, right?
Yeah, it's called Spectra.
It's supposed to be a pretty cool show. Like they actually like project images onto the water itself, and they have music, and I don't know. We'll see how it is.
15 minutes of entertainment. I think it should be good.
Yeah, free entertainment too on top of that. So we just finished watching Spectra.
Yeah.
And it was well worth coming. I think if you have 15 minutes at 8, 9, or 10 p.m., definitely come. Because for a free show, that was really good.
They really pulled out all the stops with all the lights and stuff. You could literally see like a mist of water and there was images like a bird flying.
And it wasn't just like images, it was 3D images. That was like the cool part. Like there's actual depth to it as well.
Yeah.
And I think like it blew Bellagio out of the water for sure. Bellagio doesn't even compare. It blew the Burj out of the water for me as well.
Wow, I'm surprised by that.
I mean, the Burj wasn't as, I don't think as well thought out as this one was. For me, the only one that ties was the one at Disneyland.
Yeah, in Disneyland, if you can tie with Disneyland, that's saying something.
And the only reason I would say like Disneyland like holds water is because Disneyland has the Disney characters and the Disney music. So it's like when the Disney music and characters are going, you feel like that sense of emotion of, okay, I watched those movies and stuff, but there wasn't really like that plot to this per se. Although you could definitely tell they were inspired by Disney because there were some songs in there that they were playing that sounded very, very similar
like
to
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, this is the Pirates of the Caribbean theme, maybe just like slightly modified.
There's no copyright issue.
Yeah, but I enjoyed it overall a lot. Well worth it.
Yeah.
And
I'm glad we got to check it out. We only like found out about it today.
Yeah, and there was a lot less people here than I thought there would be. There was actually only like a couple people behind us. So we just wrapped up our day. Very long day here in Singapore. Right, Vivek?
Yeah, I'm tired.
I'm tired too, but we ended up going to Little India right here by the hotel. Checked out a place called Shakuntala, which I actually liked a lot. I was able to get like basically an omelet inside of a roti, which was pretty cool. I've never had something like that before. Vivek was not impressed though.
Yeah, I felt like I got better elsewhere.
Yeah, and then also I ordered egg burji and they just gave me scrambled eggs. So that
Yeah.
was kind of odd. But otherwise it was okay. And the dessert place we ended up trying to go to closed like 30 minutes before it should have. So
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Like, I guess they just don't want our business.
maybe we'll do it tomorrow. But it's okay. Overall today, action-packed day. Saw a lot. Need a plan for tomorrow and figure out what our next moves are.
Yeah.
So this morning we've woken up bright and early, 7 a.m. and we're out for a hike actually. We've come to Windsor Nature Park, which is one of Singapore's national park areas in the northern part of the city, I guess. I guess we'll just go with city. And this place is pretty cool. It's like known for having really dense rainforest vibes, as well as a lot of natural life. So there's gonna be like monkeys and other sorts of animals we'll probably see along the way. But we are trying to get to the TreeTop Walk, which is a really cool suspension bridge in the middle of all this forest area. Should take about an hour to get there, I think. But Vivek is a pretty fast guy. He'll get there in 15 minutes.
I'm tired.
Vivek has invented a new fashion style. That's quite the statement you've got.
Yes. I make statements here.
After about 15 minutes of not very intense hiking, we've gotten to the TreeTop Walk. So this suspension bridge is actually pretty long, and as a result, it's quite shaky. So moving from point to point, the entire thing is shaking up and down. All around the bridge, you have these really nice views of the entire jungle around. It really feels like, even though we're not that far from the city, we've come out quite a distance to some national park.
It's actually really nice and breezy right now.
Yeah. Do
Different than other parts of Singapore, which is hot and humid.
you think it was worth the trek over?
Yeah, I do think so. I think it's worth it. It's not that long. It only took us like 50 minutes.
Yeah. After a little bit of more hiking and being drenched in sweat, we've come to the next spot, which is Jelutong Tower, which is a nice, cool observatory tower in the middle of this park. Now, there's more stairs, but once we get to the top, there should be a pretty cool view. So at the top, you can see really nice views of the forest, as well as views of the city around. These things always freak me out a little bit because you're very, very high up and it really doesn't feel that sturdy. So we've just wrapped up our hike over here to the tree walk and the observatory area. And overall it was a fun experience. It was definitely nice to get a little piece of nature here in Singapore, which is a pretty densely populated city. I think it's well worth your time to come out. It took a total of maybe a little under 2 hours, and we weren't really walking that fast, honestly, and we took a few breaks in between too. So I think if you have a couple hours, well worth the time. It gives you a really good rainforest vibe, and you'll enjoy the experience, but also you'll come out probably drenched because it is very hot and humid out here today. So after stopping by the hotel for a quick shower, we're back on the move, looking for some lunch, and we're walking through Little India again. And this time during the day, it's a lot more lively. And I would say, honestly, it's as close to being in India without being in India.
I agree.
Everything is here. You have jewelry stores, clothing stores, all the big brands are here. And of course, Vivek's got his nariyal pani.
This is bigger than my head. And I thought my head's big.
Yeah, actually, even in India, we didn't see any that big.
India doesn't have it this big. These are like Thailand coconuts.
Yeah.
And like these are huge. But this is really good. It's more satisfying to drink the coconut water here because one, it's bigger. Two, the straws are more sanitary, so I don't feel like I need to worry about that. Three, people are friendly. And $2.50 in Singaporean dollars. I mean, yeah, it's more expensive than India, but that was a good Thai coconut.
And you got to pay with credit card.
Yeah, actually, I've never done that for a coconut water. Just tap to pay for a coconut water. That's awesome.
Little India, Singapore truly puts all the other Little Indias to shame. LA, terrible. Edison, not even close.
Yeah, not even close.
Bay Area, I don't know. There is no Little India in Bay Area. It's just all over
There's
the place.
some like in Houston and stuff, not close either.
Yeah.
Like this is another level.
Yeah, this is actually like I'm standing in India, weather included. We've now come to a mall area called Fortune Center, and for the first time ever, there's an overwhelming amount of vegetarian options. There's at least a dozen vegetarian-only restaurants, and now we're having trouble deciding on what we want to eat. So we just wrapped up at the Fortune Center, and yeah, our stomachs are not big enough to try literally everything there, but everything looks so good.
I think to be able to try everything there, you could probably spend a couple of days just trying different foods.
Or you just move here and live here.
Oh yeah, Rich Shivan's been saying this entire time. He wants to move here now.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to live here. It's like such a fantastic place, and like to have that level of optionality for vegetarian food is just incredible.
And that's only this one place, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like I imagine what options there could be in like any other like parts of the city too.
Well, I ended up trying the laksa again because that's my new favorite food. And then what did you try?
Some charpo crow or something like that. It's like a variation of like drunken noodles, kind of smoky flavor and whatnot.
Yeah.
Haven't had anything of that flavor before, so it's pleasant to try something new.
The last thing we tried was vegan sushi,
Yeah, that was
which
good.
was really good. Like, I think one of the problems I have with Japanese food is like every Japanese place tends to be very like fish or meat focused.
Yeah.
But going to a place that is entirely vegetarian or vegan, that was game changer. And to have such an extensive menu too.
Yeah, there was a lot of options to choose from, and I think even like just from sushi itself, like at least 10 or 12.
And now we're gonna go try and find some dessert. To wrap up the food tour, we had bingsu, which I've never had before, Korean dessert.
Yeah, it's great.
It had some like ice cream on top of it, but then it was like shaved ice and then you put condensed milk on it. I never had it and I was blown away. I thought it was really, really good.
Yeah, the ice cream on top is like less traditional and more like modern now, but it was pretty good shaved ice. Like it literally just melts in your mouth.
Yeah, it was really light. It felt good. But now it is time to pack up and head to the airport because this trip to Singapore is coming to a conclusion.
Man, that's
unfortunately.
sad.
Yeah, I would want to spend a few more days here. I feel like there's a lot to at least eat, at the very least, if not see. But
Yeah,
it's
just
okay.
being in this environment, like you'd want to be here for longer.
Yeah.
Not so much sightseeing necessarily.
Yeah, definitely. But all good things must come to an end. And there's still some cool stuff to see at the airport, so we'll see you there. And now, as we wrap up our trip here in Singapore, the only last place to check out is the Jewel here in the Changi Airport. A place I did not get to check out on the way in, but it's really a sight to be seen with this giant indoor waterfall and beautiful gardens all around. But with that, I'm gonna wrap up this video and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.